Okay, so if you are watching this video on the day that it does come out, it's the 4th of July. It's America Day. And, to celebrate, I thought what better than playing a game that features one of the great things about America's big guns. So yeah, we are playing Iron Nest, I believe is the title. Let me, yep, Iron Nest Heavy Turret Simulator is the game we are playing. So yeah, let's get right on into it. Okay. Calibration fire. Is this our first mission? And I forgot to say, but we're playing the demo. Because this game is not out yet. But if you do enjoy the game, let me know down below by leaving a like and leaving a comment. And then maybe when the game does fully release, I'll get it so we can play some more of it. So we're doing a calibration fire. Our nest has been commissioned. Pre-operational ranging is required before active deployment. A target has been designated by head command for calibration purposes. Confirmation of fire accuracy is the sole objective. Let's start this mission. Ooh, read, measure, calculate, load, rotate, elevate, and fire. Okay, that's our protocol. And this is our gun. This is our turret. So yeah, these are the steps. There's a little thing. Very interesting. Here we have a little diagram of the thing. Of the turret. Nice. We have a clipboard here for stuff later. Record slot. Can we pick records and stuff? Maybe? Yeah, there's a record there. I'm not gonna mess with that in case it's copyrighted. Oh, what's this? High command to Iron Nest. Begin calibration firing test. Plot a firing trajectory to target on the map. Fire a high explosive shell at the target. Iron Nest location H355. Target coordinates is at Q442. Glory to Castile. So we can copy down those. Okay. I come in. Okay. And ooh, that's some nice sounds. Some nice atmosphere. So there's this big map. So we're at H3 right here, 5x5. Yeah. And target is this already marked? Q442. Yeah. Okay, so it's already marked for us. So that's nice. And if we look over here, we read that, and now we gotta measure with this stuff, maybe? Or, okay, like, oh, yeah, we can click and drag. So I'm just gonna go to there. So it's 85.4 degrees and 9 kilometers. So we can go into here and we can calculate it. So we put the distance to target, which was 8.92 kilometers. Oh, that's nice. Gotta turn that with the mouse. 8.92. Oh, right there. Oh, here. There's a little thing. Ballistic calculator. Put distance to target. Select number of powder charges. And then calculate gun elevation. Okay. So that's 2, let's say. So yeah. This is 2. Calculate. Okay. So we need 53.52 degrees. Elevation. So now once we've done that, then we load. Yep, right up here. Gun loading. Select shell. We ram the shell. We dispense powder charges. Then we ram the powder charges. Okay. So, yep, it's at HE. So we can... Oh, that's how we rotate it. And then we grab that and do that forward. Okay. There's so many sounds. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to turn that down in post. We need 2 powder charges like that. And then we can push that to ramp those 2 up. Oh! And then that closes on up. Okay. Let's go check this checklist again. We loaded that. Now we have to rotate, elevate, and fire. So how do we rotate? So here, elevation console, double check the elevation. Okay, so that's that. There. And fast movement lever, and a fine adjustment wheel. Okay, so we want 53.52 degrees. So that's a fast adjustment level. So let's go up to like 50-ish. What's that? Oh, is that the shooting thing? These sounds, there's so many sounds. Press it at 46, and then we have to bring that up to 53. .52. Okay, right there. Oh, it's this right? That's the right gun elevation. And this is turret rotation. Let's see what this is. Rotation console, check your bearing angle. Okay, so we want 85.4. Okay, and there's a fast movement lever there, and the fine adjustment wheel. Okay, so let's turn to 85. Oh, you can actually see it turning down there. There's a little window out there. 85. Oh, overshot it a little. But now I can just turn this. I'm so strong I can turn this big gun by myself with this tiny little wheel. So at 85.4, we're at the correct elevation, 53.52. So then, I believe we are good to do this. Fire console, confirm every step. Run over each step of arming the iron nest and switch for confirmation of those things. Tips. And then arm the firing gun. So left gun, pull that down. Right gun, pull that down, and then you pull. So the fire machine is confirmed. Yep. We confirmed the shell type. That's high explosive. Bearing is confirmed. Ranging is confirmed. Yeah. And gun is armed. So arm that gun. Oh, the windows cover up now, and when we can shoot this. Okay. That was loud. Let's see, did we hit it? It seems like it's too high. Did I miss? Was I good? Let's check. Oh, there's civilians. Let's see what High Command says. High Command. Oh, what? What is this? Is it bed? Is that where you sleep? Okay, High Command to Iron Nest calibration confirmed. Iron Nest is combat ready. Stand down and await operation orders. Retire to your bed and get rested. Victory depends on your readiness at any time. Glory to Castile. Okay. What's this to say? Ally, enemy. Okay. I feel like we hit a civilian target. Okay. Very US. So let's explore this. Quit to main menu. This was the main menu area, right? I think. That's interesting. So many like little details and stuff. Here's like my little kitchen. Oh, big map. High scores. Challenge mission high scores. So I think this is like the big main quest map thing in Spain. But we can retire to bed after completing our calibration. Monster strike on Mercy Ward. Anti-monarchist detonated a bomb in the hospital's entry courtyard, murdering 163 and maiming over 300 citizens. A brutal atrocity meant to shatter the very heart of Castile. The attack occurred during visiting hours, which has been described by the king as particularly unsporting. Huh. I hope that wasn't my calibration. I sure hope it wasn't. Okay, now we have a second mission, Fire and Light. Intelligence has identified an anti-monarchist element operating within the city. Separately, High Command has scheduled a celebratory illumination over the Royal Palace to mark the General Peace Initiative. INS has been assigned to both operations. Huh. A celebratory illumination. It's interesting. So let's go on back up to work. And can we okay, yeah. Close it like that. Let's see what High Command has for us today. High Command to Iron Nest. A hostile element has identified within the city. Triangulate the target position and destroy it. Ordnance HE only. Check adjacent typewriter for field reports. Okay, over there. Iron Nest is in that position. Spotters are in those positions. Glory to Castile. Let's see. So target 1 is at those bearings from our spotters. So let's try to plot this all on the map. So here's us, of course. And these our little spotter dudes, I think. So let's get number 1 and number 2. So spotter number 1's at N10. Oh, N10 way up here, and 5-5. Okay. And spotter 2 is at K1. Sorry. So we go to K and 1. That's at 7-8. 7-8. Okay. So, okay, so that's our 2 spotters. So from spotter 1, it's at 106 bearing, 106. So that's this way. Bearing of here-ish. So let's go like that. So we get a nice big line. And from spotter 2, we're at 51. So bearing of 51. So that means our target should be right there in the middle. I think let's grab this to denote our little target in that square there. So we have to find out that position to from us to them, which is that bottom one there. Okay. So that bottom one's the important one. So we want to bring the distance up to 13 kilometers. 13.06. Okay. That's going to require 3 charges. So let's calculate that. So we have that at 52.24. And then this said HE only, right? Yep, HE only. So, yep, there's HE. So I can load that in. Okay. Let's swing in. So we want 3 RAM. I can load that up. Okay. So now I'm just gonna cap that off. Okay, so we want 52 degrees. Actually, while that's spinning, let's go move this over to 65.9. So we're gonna go this way. So many noises. I'm definitely gonna have to turn that down. Oh. Okay. We went a bit far. 65.9 is what we want. Okay. Nope, nope. Yep, 65.9. 65.9. And this we want 52.24. 52. Why is it screaming at me? Okay. So the mission is confirmed. The shell type is HE. It says HE only. The bearing is confirmed at 65.9. 65.9. Ranging is confirmed. And the gun, we can now arm it. The gun is now armed. And we can fire. It's shooting. Hopefully I triangulated that correctly. This is taking a long time to travel. I guess it is, what, like 13 kilometers? Okay, let's go see if we did that correctly. So we can take a glance at the map. Yeah, I think it seems like we did that correctly. There's some enemy civilians, it seems, down there. Let's look at our report. High Command to Iron Nest, target destroyed. Reconnaissance photos transmitted. 2 additional hostile enemies have been identified in the recon forums. Destroy both before proceeding. So I assume it's these. It says they're civilians, but it says we have to destroy them. So unless we must. So I'm just gonna clear out those. We don't need that stuff anymore. I can get the new heading to that civilian unit there. And then from here to that unit. So it said destroy them, so I assume HE again. So let's put in, that's 12.91 for the first one. 12.91, yep. So that's again 3 charges, so calculate that. Okay. Nope, looks like probably have to wait to use that side. So let's get the second HE round lit up. We're using 3. We can push that on forward. We only have 94 left. Okay, and we want to be at 67.9, so we'll quickly turn that there while that's getting turned back. 67.9. And now this is going up. We want it to be at 51.64. I think maybe in the main storyline we can eventually get it upgraded to have both sides, which would be nice. We can, you know, have twice the firepower. So we want 51.64, so we just want to turn this back. 51.64. Okay. That seems correct, and this was correct. 67.9, 67.9. So yep, good, good. Good, good, good. And we are good to fire. So let's see. This is traveling along. So that should destroy this bottom unit. We're getting close, we're getting close. Oh, it destroyed both of them at once. Nice. Let's see what High Command has to say about that. High Command to Ionis. Targets destroyed. Phase 1 complete. A second fire mission is now authorized. High Command orders Starburst over the Royal Palace. Ordnance Star Shell only. This is non-combat operation. Procedure: fire in the vicinity of the coordinates below. Ground observer will mark corrections directly on impact. Recon photos. Adjust and repeat fire until High Command confirms satisfactory burst position. Okay, yellow numbers are distance from the impact point. Here, oh, wrong thing. Let me quickly just clear all this out. Don't need this stuff anymore. So yellow numbers is the distance from the impact point to the target. Yellow arrows is the direction from an impact point to target. So approximate illumination coordinates are bearing 243 from spotter 1 and distance 5.58 kilometers from spotter 1. Glory to Castile. So let's get this figured out. So let me, yeah, we could delete all measurements. Okay, so that's better. So spotter 1, it's 243. So here-ish. And it's 5.58. So here-ish and 243. So up more, 243. And shorter, 2.58. Right there. 243.1, 243, and 5.58, 5.58. So that's our position roughly there that we're trying to target. So we can just drag up to there. So that bottom one is our, what we're aiming for. So have a distance of 4.57 kilometers. 4.57. Okay. And we can just do this with 1. So let's calculate that. So we got that now. So here we want a star. So not HE. So yes, one. Star illumination. So we want that. So load that on up. Load 1 charge. Then put that in. Now it's loading on up. You can see the bouts and stuff ratcheting. Very nice. Very good details. Then we want to be at 12.5, so let's quickly turn up there. We overshot it a bit, so we're correct a bit. Okay, now we can just turn this to 12.5. There. Is our window closed? Why is our window closed, man? Okay, and then we want this to be at 54.84, so you can turn that up quick. 54.84. So that's good. So we're trying out the palace for the illumination. It is a star, so we're good there. We're not blowing up the palace. The bearing is confirmed 12.5. 12.5 there on the clipboard. Ranging is confirmed. That is, I know, is correct. Gun we can now arm. And we can fire. So let's quickly go and look at the map. So the Royal Palace should be right here. And we're just giving a nice little fireworks show. Perfect for the 4th of July. Is this a big city here, maybe? Oh, that's bright. Okay, so the yellow numbers is the distance from impact point to target, and the yellows is the direction from impact point to target. So it's 4 kilometers that way, which doesn't make sense because it was 5.58 kilometers from spotter 1, which was there. Let's did spotter 1 move. I don't think so. At least it doesn't say it. Interesting. Oh well. Let's plot that correction. So from there, we're going 4.42 kilometers this way. So like there-ish. So I want to plot to there. So we can get that, and that out. So those are our new coordinates. What seems kind of a far adjustment, because that's 4.42 in that direction. So let's test that out now. So the distance is 5.95. That's gonna take 2 shows. Calculate that. Oh, keep doing escape instead of that. So like, we got a new thing. 35.7. So we can load. Then we got 1 star round. Then we need 2 powder charges. And then we can ram that on in. And then this we want to be turned at 325.2. That's nice, the little mechanism there, and all the gears and stuff. It's very satisfying, very mechanical. So we're getting close to 325.2. 325.2. Just stop there. About 325.2. So we're right there. 325.2, 325.2. So in this we want 35.7. So that's significantly up. So let's bring that on down to there. Like how you can see the screw there just bringing it up and down. So that's at 34. We want 35. So let's increase it ever so slightly. 35.7. Oh, overshot it. Okay, 35.7. 35.7 and 325.2, 325.2. It is a star round, so mission's confirmed, shell type confirmed, bearing, ranging, and that. We're all good here, so we're good to fire. So let's go quickly to track this on the map. Hopefully that is better than last time. Even though we followed the directions to the T. Yeah, it seems like this area is a city. Oh, there's the Royal Palace, yeah. So yeah, I think that was good. It says that's where the target was. Let's go see what High Command has to say. High Command to Iron Nest. Starburst position confirmed. Fire mission complete. Stand down until further orders. Glory to Castile. So yeah. This was Iron Nest, the heavy turret simulator. If you did enjoy this game, do let me know by leaving a like on the video and leaving a comment down below. I did just kind of pick this because I thought it would be silly for the 4th of July, it being a big gun and all. But if you would like to see me play it again, I would be more than happy to continue through more of the demo and maybe even potentially get the full game. But yeah, this has been a great time and I do hope you enjoyed it.